What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. Let's get into it. My wife punched a woman in the face in front of our daughter. I don't know how to feel about this. My wife is 8 months pregnant, and last night we went to a restaurant with our daughter that is surprisingly crowded for a weeknight. We were waiting for our table when my wife grabbed my arm and said, "That woman over there keeps staring at us." I told her not to think too much into it, as she has a tendency to point out creepy people a lot. Honestly, sounds like your wife has her head on a swivel. I'm just going off of what I read so far. Sounds like your wife is the spotter. You supposed to be the shooter. The two-man team with everybody else against everybody but y'all against the world. That's the type of woman you would want. But let's keep getting into it. We got our table, and while we were waiting for our food, the woman she pointed to came up to us and asked if she could touch my wife's belly. My wife said, "I'd rather you not." But the woman did anyway. Okay, so it seems as though your wife's instance is on fucking point. She's always calling out creepy people, and this person came up to her and didn't even respect the fact that she said, "Don't touch me," and the woman did it anyway. Let's see how this plays out. The woman looked at her. I'm sorry, I'd rather you not. But the woman did anyway, and my wife stood up. The woman looked at our daughter and said, "What a beautiful little girl," and tried to pick her up by her armpits. My wife then pushed the woman back and punched her in the face. I took her arm and got my daughter, and we got out of there. I asked my wife, why did she do that? And she said, "Are you kidding? A complete stranger tried to pick up our daughter. I told her she overreacted and that such force was not necessary. I had some reservations about letting her go in public while pregnant." What? I had some reservations about letting her go out in public while pregnant. But I don't really think I can at all now. Not if she's going to act like this. Well, bro, who the fuck are you? You clearly see, it'd be one thing if you were actually holding it down and then you can make those type, but you are not to protect her. You clearly aren't, because you don't even listen to her when she's pointing out dangers. And then okay, so let me get this straight. She pointed somebody out to you. You told her don't worry about it. The person came up to her. Your wife said, "Don't touch me." You allowed this woman to still touch her anyway. Then you allowed this woman to touch your daughter anyway. And then you run away? What a fucking pussy. I don't understand how these people get married. I don't get it. I don't get it. If your wife decided to leave you just based on like how they do the ick at this point, you deserve it. This person who's posted this deserves this 100%. If this is a true post and this is not some bullshit, because I always look at it at maybe the post is bullshit, but I'm going based off of, if I don't get any red flags that the post is bullshit, and I don't think that the post is bullshit, I really do believe that this post is genuine. You don't deserve this woman. You don't deserve your children. You don't. I don't get it. What is this man, like, super violent, and now did this man have a super violent life and now he's a pacifist? I don't get it. Let's continue. I asked my wife why she did that, and she said, "Are you kidding? A complete stranger tried to pick up our daughter. I told her she overreacted and that such force was not necessary. I had some reservations about..." Yeah, that shit sound crazy. I'm not gonna let her go out in public while she's pregnant. Who the fuck are you? I don't really know what to do. She still seems to think she did nothing wrong. I have never acted like this in public, and neither has she. The fact that she likely traumatized our daughter by displaying such violence in front of her is something that's making me look at her slightly different. What should I say to it, man? Would it be funny his daughter turns to the fucking dad and goes, "You're a pussy"? Like, could you imagine that? Oh, man, what the fuck is this? Let's look at some of these comments. Honestly, I think that that's fucking wild that a man will sit there and your sole job is to protect, and you ain't protecting homeboy at all. And then you're gonna sit there and talk about, "We never been violent before. I don't know how to look at my wife," but you have no problem busting nuts in her, dumping your fucking goat. How do these people breed? I don't get it. They're the weakest of society. You didn't earn. I guess it must be good looks. I guess, I don't know. Uh, Pepper's a good dog says, "What should I say to her?" He asks. "Well, champ, you should say, 'I'm sorry I'm such a little bitch. Our daughter deserves a better father figure. I cannot fathom being married to someone so weak.'" Absolutely. Absolutely. Mother Girth, hey, yo. Her daughter isn't going to be traumatized by this. Her mom was trying to protect her while her dad failed. That's a bigger issue. I don't know, man. Maybe listen to the concerns of your pregnant wife? Stadia says, "Let's imagine this happened. He still sees her discriminate as overreacting. He mentions that she has a tendency to point out creepy people, then he fails to protect her from them, instead deciding to ignore her as wrong. I hope she leaves." I hope she leaves too. I 100% hope she leaves. Nicolina says, "What a cuck. She needs to leave him and find a man that's an actual protector of his family." Now, if you notice, I'm reading these comments. I don't really read the comments of the people who posted these things, but I do have no problem taking taking the little Reddit posts that they take. I have no problem doing that. Like these are at this point, they're just kind of like reply boys and reply girls when it comes down to this. So if I don't read their comments, that's fine. What? Okay. Midnight Unseen Benefactor says, "I had some reservations about letting her go in public while pregnant." What? Toys in my attic. I like how he talks about letting her go out in public as though he's all manly and in charge. Again, he does not deserve to tell her to do shit because he clearly is not the protector. I like how he talks about letting her go out in public as though he's all manly and in charge. Oh, you don't think she can let her? You don't think you can let her anymore? How you gonna stop a champ when she can't? When you can't even stop strangers from harassing your family? Dolly Hall says, "Oh, heck no. I've been pregnant 2 times. Had any person tried to touch me first, I would have said no, or do it and lose an arm. If some stranger tried to pick up my child, no, sir. Your wife did not overreact." See, and I'm not even looking at it as but that's something. Who the fuck are you to touch somebody else's children? What kind of man judges his wife for defending her family? In the year 2024, where sex roles are reversed and men are women and women are men, I guess so. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments. Do you think that this woman overreacted, or do you think that he's a bitch? I hate that word so much. Ugh, I hate it even saying that word again. It just comes out so naturally. The man is a sorry ass excuse for a husband. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace.